You ready to hit the tip of the week?
I am.
I can do something here. I may not be able to
Press that button, sir.
talk for 3 hours, but I can at least do this. Okay, Sparky.
Okay, it's the silly season. It's Christmas time. So we got some safety tips for you. So with the holiday coming up, you just made it through Thanksgiving. Now you've got all the celebrations coming with family and friends. So let's do everything you can to protect each other. So if you're cooking for the family and you're going to have the oven on for more than a couple hours, make sure you open a window to allow the additional fresh air to come in. This way you can avoid carbon monoxide poisoning. Keep your tree
I use my
watered.
oven all the time. How can all of a sudden it cause carbon monoxide poisoning? I use it all the time.
I talked
Does
to
it
Don.
all the time.
Don told me you never use it. You've never even turned it on.
Why do you even now people are going to ask me, do you and Ron come up with that mean stuff before the show? I'm like, no, it just happens.
It just happens.
Don says he doesn't know that you even know what side of the pan to use. Come on.
Maybe
you use your oven.
Okay, maybe I'm just coming up with questions that the normal everyday homeowner would come up with that I don't understand what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
Why would it be different now?
You're
during
Mrs.
the
Average
holiday?
Homeowner.
Yes.
Anytime you use your oven for more than a couple hours, if you have a gas oven, you really should have a window open a little
I've
bit.
never heard that before.
Well, do you know how everybody sits around at Thanksgiving and they get all drowsy and stuff, and everybody blames the tryptophan in the turkey? 9 times out of 10 is carbon monoxide poisoning.
You're making this up.
From the oven.
You're making
from
this
the
up.
oven.
Yep.
People, okay.
Unless you've got an electric oven.
I'm going to give this
Right.
number, and I
Yeah.
know we're not going to get calls. Call after this top of the hour, 877-711-5611.
Okay.
Who has ever opened a window when they've had an oven on for 2 hours?
I have, especially with the bigger ovens.
Yeah.
Okay, keep your tree watered.
even
When the
Randall
tree
does.
dries out, it only loses needles faster.
Randall's
and
just
becomes
sucking
more
up.
Flammable. Turn off all decorative lighting before you go to bed. Not everything has a UL label. It may burn your tree on fire. Make sure all outdoor lighting is plugged into GFCI outlets, ground fault circuit interrupters. Use timers and photo cells if possible. Wash workspaces and utensils often. This is back to cooking.
Okay.
Wash your workspaces, especially if you have. What the hell did I write there? Oh, never mind.
Is this your
That's
list, or
pretty
did
funny.
you rip this from somebody?
No, this is actually my list, but
Oh, okay.
Apparently, I wrote it. This is a rehash from a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, this is the thing. I have 2 cutting boards.
Okay.
One is for meats and one is for veg. In other words, you never switch. You don't cross-contaminate.
Okay.
And I wash hands, knives, and boards after each step.
Okay.
Not so much with veg, but meats. You
Easiest
don't
way
want
to
to
remember it.
cross-contaminate.
Yeah, go ahead, Randall.
Easiest way to remember it. Chicken is poison.
What?
Chicken is poison.
Yeah.
Chicken is if you cross contaminate with chicken, you're going to get sick.
Excellent.
Yeah. Well, that was what I was trying to read. Was Melagris galipovo.
Gesundheit.
No, that's actually turkey.
Oh.
Yes, that's the Latin name for turkey, something like that. Anyway, if you're traveling,
Gesundheit?
here's another thing. Get a good set of knives, sharp knives, really, really sharp knives. Sharp knives are actually safer.
Yeah.
What does that
use them
have
like
to do with
knives,
if you're
not like a saw.
traveling? If you're traveling, get a good pair of sharp knives.
No, he didn't say that.
Yes,
He
because it's
did.
safer to travel with
He
sharp
said,
knives.
if you're
I did say that.
traveling.
Oh, you
Why?
Because
Why?
I skipped one. All right.
If you're
So now, if you're
traveling,
traveling,
Get a pair
make
of
sure
sharp knives.
that's right. Because concealed carry is not legal everywhere, so you can't have your gun
Don't
and your
ever
knives.
not listening to you.
All right, make sure your car battery, brakes, belts, antifreeze, hoses, tire pressure, all that stuff's good. Put a winter safety kit in, which could be road flares, granola bars, and a blanket.
How about those sterno cans for heat?
You could do that.
What?
I don't see why not.
And a lighter.
And you're gonna have to
so
have
that you can
something to
actually
light
'em.
'em.
Yeah.
That's right. Keep breakable ornaments above childhood pet heights on your tree. That make it pretty bare from the middle up if you had like a Great Dane.
Yeah. So that the tail doesn't smack into them?
Yes.
Got it.
All right, here's some don'ts. Do not put wrapping paper in your fireplace. When that burns, it goes up the chimney. It can light the creosote, and you can have a chimney fire.
Yeah. In the
Do
and
not
the actual
place-
tube of the fire.
Yes.
in the chimney.
Do not place candles anywhere near flammable items. Now, you would think that's common sense, but there'd be some fires. It's best not to burn candles at all. It's like running a diesel motor in your house. Candles are disgustingly dirty.
Yes.
Don't thaw food at room temperatures. It should be done in the refrigerator,
But it
under
takes
water,
longer.
or in the microwave.
Okay, there you go.
Everybody still puts it on the counter.
Yeah.
That drives me nuts. Like, you don't
Yeah.
thaw out food sitting on the kitchen counter.
No.
And by food, I mean meat. People still do that.
Yes.
You mean the poisonous chicken
Yeah.
that Randall
Just
was
let it
talking
thaw
about?
out on the kitchen sink. That's
Okay.
not how you
Yeah.
do it.
Okay.
So if you happen to have a fire, like on
Fire?
your stovetop, if you
Uh-huh.
have a fire, small fire,
Far?
do not throw water on it. If
On your
anything,
stove.
baking soda,
Yeah.
or better yet, keep a small fire extinguisher in your kitchen. But throw a towel over it, turn the burner off. I mean, there's lots of things you can do, but don't freak out and do not throw water on it.
Because
Actually, make a bigger, because it'll make it bigger.
it spreads the grease,
Mm-hmm.
and then it actually makes the fire worse. So where do you always say to keep the fire extinguisher?
By the
Underneath-
door.
Oh, not underneath the kitchen sink?
You can, but the point of keeping them by doors is that you run to the door to get the fire extinguisher. If you turn around and the fire's too big, you go out the door.
Uh-huh.
But if you keep it someplace where you're, in a cabinet or a pantry, you run in that pantry to get the fire extinguisher. You come out, the fire's too big. You're stuck in the pantry.
Uh-huh.
Bad planning.
Yeah, well, at least you'd have food, but not for very long.
Wouldn't need it.
Yeah,
Just saying.
just saying.
If you're going to deep fry a turkey for the holidays, don't
Oh,
do it in
that's-
your house.
oh, no.
Don't
but
do it
that
on a
is-
wood deck.
There's some good eating right there, brother.
Hey, I'm not arguing. I love deep fried turkey.
Oh.
But I've seen people do it on their wood deck. Go to
Oh.
YouTube. It's hilarious.
No, whoops. Yeah, no,
Yeah, when the whole deck goes up.
Yeah, and don't do it in your garage or
That's
in the
right.
house. Do it outside on a patio or buy a sheet of Durarock or something, put that down in the yard and then cook on that.
Yep.
That way you're a little safer with the far.
Yeah. And then don't wipe your countertops down so much with sponges, because sponges tend to trap meat juices and
Uh-huh.
bacteria
And stuff.
and stuff. So I always try to use, just paper towels, really, disposables.
Okay.
If you're going to use disinfectants, read the label, because most of the time they're a joke.
60.
They tell you they got to remain on the surface for 2 minutes to be effective. In the commercial it says it'll kill 99.9% of germs,
Sure.
but if you read the fine print, it says it's got to be there for 2 minutes. So nobody sprays their counters down and leaves it for 2 minutes. Just
Right.
saying. Read the label.
Right. So
Don't drink and drive. Uber or
What?
Lyft. Don't drink and drive.
Come
Uber or
on.
Lyft are much better.
wow.
AAA may even give you a ride and tow your car. They do that at New Year's and stuff.
Uber from the holiday party is what you're saying. The company.
Absolutely.
holiday
Our
party.
company pays for the Uber,
Really? That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
but I can't get an Uber from there to my house.
Oh no? They don't go there?
We don't have a lot of Uber here.
Huh. That's
Not-
interesting.
Not on the Rock.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay, if you missed that tip or part of this one or anything else, you can listen by going on demand.
This is Mighty House. Mighty House will return.